Hello everyone, this is Jubair Khan and you are watching Joravi Nursing online classes. So in this video we are going to discuss about the skill test. In a skill test for how to maintain a intake output chart. In last video of a skill test we have discussed the bed making, how to do bed making. So in this I will teach you how to maintain IO chart. So be with me and subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed my channel. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe it and like these videos and share it. So let us start the video. So this is the intake output chart. So what are the components of it? So we will see in this. So first any chart name is sex, marital status, bed number, ward number, everything we need to write, and hospital number. So there will be two main columns will be there. One will be for intake, another will be for output. So in intake also how many columns are there? Like one for date, one for it will be for date, another for time, another for infusion, फिर again another time, and rectum by rectum. So how you have given the things intake, and one more thing it has given like again time and by mouth. So by infusion, by parenteral route how much you have given, by rectum how much you have given, or by mouth how much you have given or how much patient has taken. So these everything we have to monitor in the intake. So how we will monitor? So here you will write the first date. So in this date at what time, like 1 p.m. here written injection flagyl, it is 100 ml. Okay, then again time column comes at what time, by rectum you have given, you have administered like enemas and all. By rectum what we will administer, enemas and all. So this everything, or suppository any things. So these things we need to monitor. By mouth, now coming to by mouth. So by mouth mainly we will measure. So we will monitor the by mouth, like 8 a.m. you have given the milk. So 8 a.m. you have given milk and you have given water. So these things we need to write, and time, here time column will be there, so we need to write. So here written milk is there 250 ml, water 200 ml, milk 200 ml, then water, then any juice. So whatever at what time patient is taking in the things, we need to ask the patient and we need to write it. Okay, so we should ask at what time you have drink the water last, at what time, and how much ml you have drink. So he will say 1 glass of half glass, like this. So you have to monitor it and you have to write like 250 ml, 200 ml, and write the time at what time he has taken. So these everything we need to write. So here one more chart is there, I will show you this. So in this you can see like IV infusion. So NS has went 500 ml. Okay, so at 7 a.m. NS has went 500 ml. At 10:30 RL 500 ml. Then injection amikacin is given with the NS 100 ml. Injection mannitol 150 ml. Like this. So whatever we are giving with the parenteral route, these will come in this side, and at what time we have given. So this total monitoring will come for 24 hours, how much parenteral route administer has been done. So this will be coming in this side. Now coming to rectum. So by rectum how much you are giving enema, how many times enema has given, or any suppository has given, any liquid form through the rectum for cleaning the bowels, and all this we can write here in the rectum column. Now coming to main mouth. So there we have seen in that chart it was written water, milk and all. So here it is written NPO. So patient is on NPO, that's why here we have administered through the parenteral route. So patient will be NPO, mouth nothing, nil per oral, nothing by mouth. So it has written NPO. So that's why we have administered with the IV route or parenteral route. Now coming to output. So we have administered these things. Now we have to see the output. So in output there are two columns are there. One is urine output. In this chart is not clear. So in this we can see, like in this chart time, urine time, and stomach content. So at what time how much urine patient has urinate, so these you have to ask the patient. Or if bladder, if CVD is there, then we need to monitor and we have to write it. If any stomach content means if an NG tube is there and you are aspirating that, so how much you have aspirated, that you need to write. Or NG tube is not there but the patient has vomited, so any vomiting is there, so vomiting, how much patient has vomited, like 50 ml, 150 ml, how much patient has vomited. So write the time, like 8 a.m. patient has vomited 50 ml he has vomited. So like this, how many times he has vomited, so what at what time, like here 8 a.m., then again 10 p.m. he has vomited. So everything we need to write. At last this all things we have to calculate, like total IVF intravenous fluid, how much it has administered, and total intake by mouth, how much it is. Then we need to calculate total intake by IVF and by mouth. Then coming to output also, in urine output how much it is coming total, then stomach content how much it was. So this everything we need to see. Like in this chart you can see here, in this chart total IVF 4700 ml, and by RT, rice tube feeding. So by RT they have given some feeding, like 500 ml of, after they have started feeding, so 500 ml water and 500 ml water, like this they have given. So by RT they have given 1000 ml of water. So this RT means rice tube feeding. So these two things will be added. So total input will be 5700 ml. Then coming to output, so how much ml they have urinated. So the client has urinated, so this everything we have to calculate, like it is coming 4850, and by stomach some, so it will be like coming 5 ml or 50 ml, it is like that 50 ml, it will be 50 ml. Then it will be total output will be how much, 4900. So intake was 5700 and output was 4900. So total balance, positive balance will come. So we have to write the positive or negative. When intake is greater than output, that means it's a positive balance, it is a positive balance. Or when output in this chart you can see, intake was how much, no, in this chart total intake how much, 1550 and 350, so it will be a approx 900 only. So total intake also 900 and output also 900. So it will be a zero positive or negative valence. So it is a, so in this, if output is greater than intake, then it will be a negative valence, so we need to inform the doctor. Okay, it should not be more positive valence and it should not be more negative valence. Like client has taken 2500 ml intake but output is 1000 ml, so it is the condition to worry, so we need to inform the SCP. Like this, if intake is less and output is more, then also we need to inform the SCP. So I hope you would have understood. In skill test they will give you like this form, intake output chart, then they might provide you some data. So they might provide you some data, they will say at 1 p.m. this much has administered, 2 p.m. this much has administered, and like this they may tell you some data, then you have to fill it and you have to tell them how much is intake and how much is output and what is the positive valence and what is the negative valence. So they might ask you. So I hope you would have understood these things, so it will be helpful for you. So please subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed. If any query is there, and you can comment on this comment box. So thank you all of you. Thank you. We'll meet in next video.